back at one of my favourite spots. Yeah, this place for me is where I can find my peace, and one I've enjoyed very much with other people, including Andrea. This is the third time now that I've had to deal with the death of somebody who I love. The first time was my friend Hayden. The second was my mother-in-law, and this weekend was Andrea. They've all been different experiences, but also very similar in that it's such an anticlimactic experience. All of a sudden they're just gone, and yeah, it doesn't feel momentous enough. It doesn't feel, I don't know. But those previous experiences hardened me a little bit, and a few other experiences in my life. I've learned to be fairly staunch about my emotions, and not to burden other people with them, I suppose. But in that, I've also seemed to have forgotten how to deal with those emotions. So that's been pretty difficult. For the last few days, I've had all of this here inside just wanting to come up, and it just didn't want to come up. It just yeah, couldn't cry. And I couldn't really connect with these beautiful people that I've met this week, these gorgeous people that are that we share a friendship with. And haven't been able to express my sorrow or be there to help them express theirs. And I'm a little regretful for that. I just want to give you all a massive hug, and share some sorrow, have a cry. Yeah. So anyway, I thought that it would be a good opportunity to take a heroic dose of mushrooms and sort it out. So I did that last night. I should say thank you to a few of my friends who checked in at what just seemed to be perfect timing to make sure I was okay. So thank you to you guys, and to my beautiful daughter who also checked in and just sent me a ray of sunshine at the right moment. And anyway, so the first thing that I felt was pure ecstasy, pure joy, beautiful images and colours, and an overwhelming feeling of joy and ecstasy. And it gave me a lot of comfort. It made me wonder if that's what she felt when she disappeared, when she went. She was in that moment of pure joy. So I like to think that. Yeah, I guess the tears started from there. Tears of joy to begin with. Followed by absolute despair. Just complete all of a sudden I realised that we're doing this without her now. She doesn't get to, or we don't get to enjoy her company and all of these beautiful experiences that we call life. And that was pretty gut-wrenching. It was pretty overwhelming. And then it just all came out. It was just yeah. I'm trying to think of the right word. But yeah, I guess acknowledgement in the finality, and that was really, really powerful. And I was also, I guess I was a bit gutted to have to experience that by myself, particularly when I know that there are others out there who Andrea touched who need the same, who need to feel, need to open their hearts out and feel that absolute, just momentous finality. Yeah. But just to let that emotion just completely wash over me. But it, yeah. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful to, I guess, to feel human, to not feel so dead inside, to actually kind of relieved that there is emotion there that I could really feel physically, very fucking physically. And a feeling of complete helplessness as well. I just felt like a little 4-year-old, just utterly helpless. Yeah, it's like she's gone and there's nothing I can do about it. And these beautiful people in my world are hurting as much as me, and there's nothing I can do about it. also left me feeling very lonely, very alone, because I don't know how to express this to anyone anymore. I have become so used to hiding these things from people and being strong for them. I think it's probably got something to do with being a parent, wanting to be strong and be a mountain for someone. And I found myself reaching out last night and realizing that I didn't have my own mountain, or at least not at that moment. So yeah, today has been just reminding myself that that's actually not true. That actually I have some very beautiful people in my world, and people who will who are there for me and who will let me lean on them. Rather delightfully, one of my friends just sent me that song, JJ Cale, Lean On Me. So I'm very grateful to you for that. I'm very grateful for some of the beautiful, kind and supportive words from some amazing people in my life. Yeah. And I would like to give that back somehow to those in Andrea's world, or anyone else, to be honest, who needs someone to lean on right now. I guess we're not alone, are we? We're not alone, but sometimes we need to learn to reach out to the right people. Yeah. There was something else that I felt last night while I was a complete bag of snot on the floor, which was Andrea reminding me that no, you don't get a break. You don't get a break. You have to go on. You keep moving on, and you keep living. Yeah. I think that was, I guess that feeling that I was thinking, I was just like, well, I don't want to do this without you anymore. But yeah, she was reminding me, well, but you're going to have to, aren't you? And you can. So I will thank her for that, for reminding me to get out there and just do, and get on with it. Yeah. And to remember to connect with people, and remember to be there for people, and remember to show yourself to people. Um, it's okay to show yourself. It's not easy sometimes, but it's okay. Alright, I think that'll do.